Hello and welcome to the Brick Freak. Today with the review of Mould King's new tank. Here it is. They call it the AFT-10 anti-tank missile tank. That's a little bit wrong. So we have it here. Because this is the AFT-10, that's the tank, and the AFT-10 is the missile itself, or the 8 missiles that are stationed in this tank. So this is a little bit a difference. I found out on Wikipedia. So okay, we have model number 20001, 1689 pieces. We have here a big sticker sheet. I didn't use because I want to sell it. So here it is. The instructions are clear and smaller mistakes, but no real problem. Everything is all right. Okay, here is it, the tank itself. So we measure it. We have 37.5 centimeters in length. We have in width 20.5 centimeters, and in height, this is the biggest or the highest adjustable height, 21.5 centimeters in height. We have a weight, obviously. Perhaps that's the better way. So 1665 grams. So, okay, this seems to be a Mould King self-development. I found, or I hadn't found a mock that looks like that and has the same functions. Okay, the design, it is truly on the original. You've seen in the beginning 2 or 3 pictures of the original AFT-10. It looks like the AFT-10. So from design here, no problem. No problem. It is really the thing. Okay. Building it, amazing. Because 2 strange decisions. They are working, but they are unusual. First is how the motors are connected to the tracks. That's very unusual for a tank. If you want to know more, just watch the assembly video. That's the reason I do them. And the other is we have 4 motors in here. One is on each track, or to power each track. One motor, the servo motor, is shifting the 4th motor, the M motor, between his 2 functions. I've never seen that before. In servo motor, in neutral, this will do nothing. When we push the servo to one side, the M motor slides to the side and turns the turret or upper and lower it. So that's really cool, absolutely unusual. That blow me nearly away, that these kind of technique. But it has a real big plus point, or some good, because you don't have any motor here above, and so you have no cable problem. Because when you're turning, if you have the motor inside the turret and you turn it a lot in one direction, the cable spins and cracks one time. So that's really cool. Building it, like I said, really cool. The piece quality is good. It's Mould King, no problems, everything works fine. So we know that the instructions are okay. It's an incredible build. The quality is good. But what do you want to see? You want to see the functions. Okay. Obviously it's a tank, so we have to push 1 and C together. You can make one A and C on one, then both are gonna drive forward and both are gonna drive backward, but you can't turn, obviously. So he works fine. If you want your tank a little bit faster, Then change the gear ratio. Just use other gears before they go to the tracks, and you can get this thing here much slower or a little bit faster. That depends on your opinion. So this here is for the Chinese military. 8 of these AFT-10 missiles, anti-tank missiles, are stationed here, and it's a copy of an Israeli rocket. Well, that's what Wikipedia says. The Chinese have a lot of them here in their service, and I can't say you more. Just go to Wikipedia if you want to know more. The look, it would look much cooler with all the stickers. That's for sure. But like I said, if when I keep it, or if I could keep it, then I would sticker it, but I don't have the room. I have too much. So there's only one thing here on the set that bothers me, that is not good. Do you see these two panels here? And they are wobbling around because there is a half Technic beam inside, 6 length, and a half Technic pin. And this is the reason this is not stable, because it's not counted on the side and not counted on the top. And you have to build this another way. Just don't use the grey half Technic pin, use black ones. There are enough in the set and you can get this stable. Otherwise it will here wobbly around. Just look the assembly video. It's easy. It's easy. That's the look from underneath. Not much to see. We have one function, or we can open one thing. Here we come to the battery box. This here is just fake, and this here at the end, the door, it's just fake too. Okay. So design wise, it's near to the original, I believe. There's one thing I don't like, that's the gap here. You see this? And that's easy. It's 11th, I believe. Is the panel is 11th long? I don't know exactly. But just use 2 half Technic pins, bring on 1 layer of blade and then 1 of tiles, and then this gap here is closed. That should be no problem. That's the only thing that really bothers me. That looks don't cool, and perhaps a little bit this here. But okay, it's a tank. So some of my German viewers want that I compare it with the Kader tank I shown you a little time ago, 2 years. So Dusty, Dusty tank, MA-A2 Abrahams from Kader. It is a little bit more expensive, 10 or 15 bucks. It has nearly the same weight. It's 100 gram heavier. It has a few pieces less, but we can build 2 variations. We can build here the normal tank with his normal cannon, or we can build a flak, anti-air turret here. Depends on you. I like this here more. One thing I can't show you, a comparison how fast they are, because my RC broke. It was now 1.5 years, 2 years in the cellar. The batteries in the tank are still working, but the remote didn't work. I don't know what's going on. I just asked my supplier, he sends me one, but here you have them compared. They are nearly the same length. Okay, this here is has a little bit more length because of the cannon. But they had nearly the same length, nearly the same height when I turn this here down. Oh, this was... Now you've seen it firing. I want to lower the turret. So, okay, they have nearly the same height. Okay, so now you see the firing. I don't go and make a cut and show it to you again. This here fires too. This here has the possibility of firing 8 stud shooters. This here has 4, I believe. Like I said, I haven't played with him. So if you want to know which tank you should buy, it depends on you, not on me. You now see them, they have nearly the same size, nearly the same price, nearly the same weight, nearly the same counter piece count. So it's your decision what you like more. A classic M1A2 battle tank or a missile tank. That depends on you. I like both. This here has one problem. If you're turning the turret in one direction, a lot of times the cable inside will spin, crack. That's one thing. So if you want to build this, or if you want to build this with your child and as a toy, I prefer this. It's easier, it has the cooler technique, it shoots 8 shoots at a time. This here is the better display model because it looks more like a tank. You have 2 possibilities to build it, and it's a little bit more complicated. So if you want a display set, choose that what you want. If you want the cooler technique and the possibility to build 2 models, then build this here. If you want to build this with your small child and that it has a nice possibility to play, then choose this here. So that's my opinion. Okay, you go away. So that's nearly everything. You know that it's cool and fun to build, that it shoots, you've seen. You see the driving, you see the turning. I told you something about the model. You have all the measured sizes and weights. I don't know what else to say. If you have any questions, write me in the comments. If not, then just be happy. And yes, that's it. I just wait for comments of you. I like this here. It could be a little bit faster, but like I said, with other gears, it's easy to get him faster and it's easy to close this not so good looking gap. And that's everything. Okay, thank you. I'm Frank and I catch you in the next one. Bye bye.